Mic checker, chicka. It's not son, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What for your mind, baby? Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah, what? And this is another episode, so of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, not son, baby. Here we go. You know, we gonna talk about these clingy motherfuckers. The clingy dude. Yes, and ladies. This also pertain to you. But I'm gonna get on the dudes, the fellas, the homies, the men's, my mans in them. Rest in peace to DMX. But I want to talk about why dudes are clingy. And one of those reasons is because they're infatuated by women. They place women on a pedestal and they see women as the mother goddess. Why not, son? It's because they're suffering from abandonment issues. They didn't have a relationship with their mamas. Their mamas thought they weren't shit. Their mamas mistreated them. In turn, the guys, her sons, look for a replacement. And that replacement becomes her mate, or his mate rather. The mother replacement becomes his mate, which makes him a motherfucker. You feel me? So he has abandonment issues. He's infatuated not only because of how she looks, it's because she feels that void that's been missing in his life. She's a mother figure to him. You understand me? And he becomes clingy because he already lost his mama. He wanted to be a mama's boy. So he places that motherly figure onto the chick he's fucking. And I don't get it. It's like, yes, you know, we love our mothers. Good, bad, worse, indifferent, whatever the case may be. We love our mothers, but not to the point where it's like we're fucking our mothers, figuratively and in a literal sense, because we didn't have that relationship with our moms. But not for nothing, fellas, when you reach a certain age, you shouldn't be looking at your mate as your mother, as a motherly figure. You should already have your shit together. And I always tell dudes, you know, you should not go into a relationship when A, you're not financially stable, and B, when you're not mentally and or emotionally stable. You have to be on point. Real talk. So if you're infatuated by this chick and you putting this chick on a pedestal, it's like that's unhealthy. It becomes unhealthy. And then now you become a stalker. And then when she want to break up with you, you want to send threats and you want to kill the broad and you want to put this chick on blast on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, IG, or whatever the social media platform that's hot at the time. You know, because you're unhinged, you're touched. She left you and she reminds you of your mother who didn't give a shit about you. And when you get to a certain point, you know, you just have to count your losses. You got to take your L to the chin like a fucking man. You feel me? And then after a while, you're with this woman, that infatuation turns into obsession. She becomes a habit and you become obsessed because she filled that void. Oh, that honeymoon stage is beautiful. Yes, y'all having a grand old time. Y'all like kids in a candy store. You like her, she likes you. Y'all vibing on a mental level, emotional level, wavelength level, spiritual level. She gets you. When everybody doesn't, she gets you. Y'all talk the same language. Y'all like the same interests. Fuck like, y'all love the same interests. But in the immortal words of Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Listen, those are wise words from an entertainer. Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? Wise words were spoken in the 1980s because she's right. What love got to do with it? Because love is an emotion that is temporary. One minute somebody loves you and the next minute they hate you. One minute they want to be with you and the next minute they want to leave. So first you're infatuated by this chick. Now you obsessed. You're infatuated because she fills the void. And now you're obsessed because y'all vibing. You actually like this chick and this chick actually likes you. You know, she can actually put up with your shenanigans. So you may think that, okay, this is a keeper. I can keep her. We're going to get married. We're going to get a house. We're going to live in the projects. We're going to live in a trailer park. We're going to live in a house, an apartment, or whatever financial stratosphere that you're currently in. You're just thinking about, you know, getting married in Vegas with just you and your homie and her homegirl and a fake ass pastor or whatever the fuck they got in Vegas. You know, you're just having a grand old time thinking about the possibilities. And that's cute. That's cute. But, you know, nothing in life is guaranteed except for death and taxes. 1 minute, you know, and this goes for ladies and gentlemen, for the men and women. 1 minute the person want to be with you, and then the next minute they wake up and say, look, it's like, we need to part. We need to go our separate ways. Like, you never know when you get that 3-page or that 4-page letter in the form of a breakup, the verbal 4-page letter or shit. You might not even get that. You might just wake up and the side of your bed is fucking empty. You might not even get that. You'd be lucky if you get that, because a lot of people like ghosting nowadays. That's an epidemic. Like ghosting, like you will get ghosted before somebody gives you an explanation. You know what I'm saying? So first you're infatuated, now you obsessed. You're clingy. You want to cling onto her because this is the best thing in your life since oxygen. You cannot breathe without her. And you hope that she feels the same. You hope that she feels the same. You know? And I get it. You know, coming across a person who you could vibe with above a sexual level, you know, that's hard to find. It's hard to find your soulmate. And when you feel like you found the one, I get it. You want to stick with that until the wheels fall off. You want to ride that puppy until the wheels fall off. I get it, until y'all run out of gas. But it's not all about you. It's about her, and it's about where life takes you. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes an unhealthy obsession when you place your sense of self on a relationship that may be temporary. You know, you putting permanent feelings on something that's temporary, because there's no guarantee y'all gonna stay together. You feel me? Even if you're married, there's no guarantee that you're gonna stay together. It's temporary. Yes, even being married is temporary. Like my parents, they've been married close to 30 years. Even though they've been together for a long time, but even that could be like, even that could be temporary. But if you break up in your fucking 60s and 70s, like, you really gonna go into like the dating field? So at this point, or in that point, in their case, if it's death do us part. Because like, you're not gonna play the field in your fucking 60s and 70s. Like, are you serious? But back to the lecture at hand. So you're infatuated, then you become obsessed. You're a fan. You're not even a significant other. You're a fan. You look up to this woman like she's God or Jesus or something. She's not even Mary. She surpassed Mary. She's God to you. So first you were infatuated, then obsessed, and now you want that void filled. You want that void filled. But that's why it's funny when people say my better half or my other half, but I don't want a half. I don't want a woman to be my half. because I'm already whole as a man. I'm 100%. And a woman got to accept me in my totality. I'm not coming in a relationship for her to fill a void that's missing. I want to have my shit together, my shit game tight, my shit A1 before I step foot into a relationship. I don't want a better half. I want a significant other. You know? I want, or that's my whole. No pun intended, because, you know, whole, get it? She's my whole, and she also my whole. Ow. But you understand the wordplay. I hope that you get it. But, you know, a lot of people look for something that's missing. And that something is their mate. They want their mate to fill the void that's missing. What they're missing is their mate. And their mate symbolizes what they've been missing. It's like you have abandonment issues. So this person has a purpose in your life. This person makes you laugh. This person listens. This person want to be around you. This person puts up with your bullshit. This person teaches you something new. This person shows you something new outside of sex. Y'all go on road trips. Y'all talk about it and everything. Y'all share secrets. You feel me? Because it's hard to confide in people nowadays, because all they're going to do is put your shit on blast once y'all stop being friends. So y'all confide in each other and take your secrets to the grave. But because you're so obsessive, when y'all break up, you throw the code out the window and start putting this chick on blast. You tell the whole world about this woman's deep, darkest secret. Listen, there was this dude on Facebook. He put this chick on blast. He said how his ex used to have sex with her cousin, and how his ex used to snort cocaine, and how his ex, she didn't have a family. And this, then, a third, how she got fucked by her stepfather. I'm like, yo, I don't need to know that. We don't need to know that. You know, like if she breaks up with you, take it to the chin. Take it like a man. Because if you put a woman on blast just because she broke up with you, it makes you look weak. And you're not a weak motherfucker. I hope you're not. I get it. It hurts. But you gotta cry in the dark. Or find somebody who you can trust. Find an elder who you can trust, who represents elderhood. That's the difference between an elder and an older. An old motherfucker is just an old dude who make young mistakes. You don't need an older. You need an elder who could give you wise counsel. So you wouldn't have to go on social media and make an ass out of yourself because she broke your heart. You know? So you will never find yourself from another person, whether it's your mate or your friends. That's why people join gangs, because they're looking for love and they're looking for that gang to fill that void. That gang is what they've been missing, just like their partner is what they've been missing. But you can find whatever is missing within. You have to dig within. Everything that you want to know out of life is within. And that's what I had to learn. The answers to everything is you. Because nobody can stop you except for you. You can't stop greatness. Whenever something that's destined for greatness, nobody can stop it. And once you find the greatness from within, nobody can stop you. You understand me? Nobody can. Listen, if you campaign long enough, you're going to get elected. I'm going to say that again. When you campaign long enough, you're going to get elected. What do you mean by that now, son? When you find your stride in life, when you find what you're good at, and that good at means legally, I hope, when you keep doing something, when you're persistent at your gifts, you're going to get where you want to go. You're going to accomplish what you want to achieve. Be persistent and be consistent. When you campaign long enough, you're going to get elected. And all the cards going to fall into place. But if you're just going to lay around and not put a thought into action, then of course you're going to see what you've been missing into another person who can't help you better than you can help yourself. And that's a problem. And that's why you're clingy. And that's why you become infatuated, obsessive, and stalkerish. And a fuckboy once she breaks up with you and leave you for another man who has his shit together. You understand me? And just like how you don't want a man to play big bank takes little bank, you don't want somebody to play man takes the boy's girlfriend. You're not a man. You're just a little boy who hasn't found himself yet. You're in your 30s and 40s and 50s who is still trying to figure out life when you should have figured that shit out in your 30s. You feel me? Or before you got into the relationship. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Not Sun, baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, Fuck. That's F-U-C-K. Fuck. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Shit, dig. And on that note, until next time, peace.